Okay, so let me start from the whole thing. So the chain of events that she claims happened are actually different events that she somehow all put together in her head. The fight between her, Bob, and I was actually a complete different tour leg that happened in Miami, and her losing her costumes happened in Australia. Or actually, sorry, New Zealand. It's been a while, so I don't remember. But there was like a good chunk of time in between.
Yeah.
It wasn't even the same continent. To give context for the people, I don't mean to like bring attention to it, but I feel like this person clearly has like a distorted idea of like what, like really, like how it went. Then they told that story, and everyone just like blindly like believed like everything they said, which is like crazy to me. So I just wanted to like explain my side. And after I talk about it, I'll never talk about it again. Let it rest. But I just wanted to put it out there on like what really went down.
Yeah.
Like, don't send this person any hate. Like, that's not my intention. I just want to get my side of the story out there and just move on from it. So basically, this queen went on a podcast and told what was supposed to be like a funny, like quirky, like little story like that happened on tour where she lost her luggage while we were traveling.
World tour, and I lost my bags. Luckily, I had my makeup, and like 2 or 3 weeks.
She asked me if she could borrow a costume from me.
I went to her and I was like, do you have anything I could borrow? Like a stretch dress, anything?
And apparently I was in denial of my weight at the time.
And this was when she was going through her era of like, I'm not a big girl.
Okay.
And I told her I didn't have anything that would fit her.
And so she was just like, Eureka, I don't have anything in your size.
And I was being like hateful and delusional.
I was just like, okay, that's delusional.
And then afterwards, her, Bob, and I got in a fight about it.
It was. I ended up getting into a big fight with Bob the drag queen that night because Kimchi was upset that I was mad. So then Bob comes in there like trying to tell me like how wrong I am. And I was not in the mood. Bitch.
Wow.
So I'm just like, fuck you too. Get out of my dressing room. I hate you all. Rah, 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 rah.
But then we made up and we're good now was a story I told.
So now you hate all these people.
So I love them now, you know.
First of all, this person claims like that we're cool and we're sisters now.
You know, me and Kimchi took a minute before we were like, okay again. But, you know, that's how sisters get into it on when we're traveling.
We've never been friends.
Okay, that's delusional.
And it's not that we have ever had like bad blood, but like we were never cool and we never like fucked around like that.
Hateful.
This someone who basically was like a co-worker for like.
Okay, well, fuck you, girl.
Just personally, I've never vibed with this person. I feel like when I have a conversation with this person, they suck all the air out of the room.
Fuck you too. Get out of my dressing room. I hate you all. Rah, 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 rah.
And they're extremely self-centered in the way they approach things in life.
Okay, that's delusional.
I just really have like had a hard time like conversing with.
Hateful.
I was never mean. I was never like, you know, like isolated them. I just didn't vibe with this person, you know, like I don't fuck with you.
Yeah.
Fuck you, girl.
I've never had a conversation with this person about my body size.
I'm not a big girl.
The only thing I can think of was we filmed like a holiday special together. And in that special, the choreographer was like, oh, like, let's do like a dance battle between like the voluptuous girls. And he said it while he was looking at me.
I'm not a big girl.
It's like, oh, you think I'm voluptuous?
I'm not a big girl.
Where we did a meet and greet together with Bob. And we heard someone say, oh, like, oh, I want to take a picture with the big girls. So then it was kind of like an inside joke for us to be like, welcome to the big girls club, Bob.
I'm not a big girl.
But aside from that, I've never, ever had like talk with this person about like my body, like my body issues or anything like that.
I'm not a big girl.
The whole thing regarding like not loaning her outfit.
Do you have anything I could borrow? Like a stretch dress, anything?
First of all, like I am not entitled to loan her any outfit because she's not my friend.
Okay, well, fuck you, girl.
I am extremely generous with my drag. I've loaned my drag out to like so many different queens, like Naomi, Meatball, Vixen.
Okay, well, fuck you, girl.
Like, I'm very generous with my drag. And generally, like, if you ask me for something, unless, like, it's something I haven't worn before or something that, like, I need it, like, like, loan it to you or even, like, give it to you, possibly.
Okay, well, fuck you, girl.
None of my costumes, like, would have fit her because I was skinnier at the time.
I'm not a big girl.
And this person does not have the best hygiene.
Okay, that's delusional.
Like, there are days where, like, I'll try to, like, convince this person to shower. And the person's like, oh, fine. Like, I'm fine, girl. And I'm like, but no, like we are all like traveling, living together, and we have to like smell you constantly.
Okay, that's delusional.
Like, for example, they had like a jumpsuit that would get drenched in sweat like after their performance.
Okay, that's delusional.
Most of the time, like you hang sweaty things out so it can like air out and dry. Well, this person would wrap the sweaty jumpsuit up and put it in a plastic bag and carry from city to city. Every time, this entire person's luggage would just smell like strong mildew, like a vinegary mildew.
Okay, that's delusional.
And on top of that, this person had like an open pus in their stomach that they were, instead of getting treated for whatever reason, they were covering up with duct tape, which is also like baffling.
Okay, that's delusional.
And on top of that, just in Brisbane, this person was talking about how they shit the bed and they just like left it on the bed.
Okay, that's delusional.
So with all these things, even if I could loan to them, you know, like I'm a very clean person and I'm like a germaphobe. Like,
Yeah.
even if I could loan to them, I don't know if I would have ever lent it to them because like they're poor hygiene.
Fuck you too. Get out of my dressing room. I hate you all. Rah, 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 rah.
Basically, if I were to loan this person someone, basically I'd be giving up because I would have like never worn that again.
Hateful.
If that makes me a bad person, like so be it. But like I did not fat shame this person.
I'm not a big girl.
Like,
Okay.
we did not like fat shame this person into like not giving this person an outfit.
I'm not a big girl.
The fight we got in was actually like a complete different tour.
Mhm.
And
Although I got into the biggest fight with Kimchi.
I genuinely believe like this person was at fault.
About
Oh my
what?
God. I was so pissed at her because,
One of the stagehand asked this person to clean her personal stuff off the bus,
and I got upset about it and was just like, okay, well, fuck you, girl.
saying like, "You'll not talk to me that way." And then she comes storming in and starts like yelling at him, was like, "How like you'll not disrespect me? You'll not talk to me that way."
Fuck you too. Get out of my dressing room. I hate you all. Rah, 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 rah.
And then he apologized, and he's like, "I accept your apology, but like I don't think you're sincere. And if you ever talk to me that way again, I'm going to pop you in the face."
Rah, 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 rah.
So then I told her, "You cannot threaten people with physical violence." And then even Bob like chimed in. It's like, no matter what do you think like their apology sincere or not? First of all,
It was. I ended up getting into a big fight with Bob the drag queen that night because Kimchi was upset that I was mad.
and then, you know, like she starts crying and
Rah, 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 rah.
she tells me like, "You're not my friend. I don't have to like listen to what you have to say. Or no, I don't care what you have to say."
Fuck you too. Get out of my dressing room. I hate you all. Rah, 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 rah.
And then Bob like tries to calm her down, but she's like,
So then Bob comes in there like trying to tell me like how wrong I am. And I was not in the mood. Bitch. So
Wow.
I'm just like,
"I'm upset. Like I'm gonna go like ship my stuff out," and she just like leaves the room like crying.
rah, 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 rah.
And that was pretty much like the last of our interaction. People just like took bits of the story where I wouldn't like loan her the costume, and then they just started like body shaming like intensely.
I'm not a big girl.
And you know, like I've said, you know, shady things on Twitter, but there are always the people like that I'm like friends with, and you know, like that I have like a good relationship where we joke like that.
We're sisters. We're on tour together.
I don't have like a relationship with her like that for her to be talking about me like that on a podcast and tell like a really distorted version of a story where it did not happen.
We're sisters. We're on tour together.
And it really drives me crazy when people I don't know or people I barely had a conversation with call me a sister and
We're sisters. We're
try to force this like sisterhood narrative.
That's how sisters get into it.
Sisterhood is like a mutual agreement. You don't just get to assume like we're sisters and then you demand my time and energy.
Yeah.
And then you get like mad that if I like don't reciprocate that.
Yeah.
We're sisters. We're
Honestly, I feel like gaslit because this is someone also from various people that I hear have said negative things about me like around town.
okay. That's delusional.
And then plus I now hear in a podcast.
Yeah.
And like aside in the story like where it's not even like I don't know. It's just really frustrating. And it also makes me like it's also really eye-opening to like how some people just really don't like you.
Yeah.
And you know, just really gave them a reason to like openly like make fun of my body, my weight, or like even my character. So I don't know why years later, like why she's like, "Oh, we're sisters. It's this funny story." It's like, no, it's not. It's not funny to me. And also like genuinely feel like gaslit by everyone saying like I'm overreacting. Because I genuinely try to like live my life like trying to be like a good person. I don't know. Is that like a narcissistic thing to say? Because you know me, like I like treat like everyone with respect, even
Yeah.
down to like I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of people are like, oh, we're still talking about this drama. I'm over it, but I'm like, well, this wasn't for you. You know, it's more so for me, so I can explain my side, and I never have to talk about it again for the rest of my life.